Hello, everyone. It's William here from Allegory Gallery. How are you all today? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Um, it has been kind of a low-key day here. Um, let's see who's out there with us. We have Danette. Danette's here. Hello, Danette. Thank you for joining us. Let me see if my comments are working here. Of course they're not. So I'll have to look over here. Um, Lorik O is here. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us. Norma is here. Hello, Norma. Thank you for joining us. And Susie's here. Hello, Susie. I hope you're all doing well. It has been we've taken, well, I shouldn't say too low key. Andrew worked all night long. He's resting right now because he was up all night again working on some things. I have been working on Beat in the New Year. Um, what do you want to call them? Banners and graphics and things like that today. I did my own quick pair of earrings for Beat in the New Year. Today is day one to make a pair of earrings. So how many of y'all did that? I saw some of y'all did. Um, yeah, it's been a pretty good day. Marianne's here. Hello, Marianne. The pin Andrew made was neat. Yeah, he's been very busy. Um, he's been very busy. Um, and I'm trying to see because you say the pin he made. I have to see what he actually published because I know other things he's making that he hasn't shown anybody yet. So what did he actually show? Which pin did he show? Um, let's see. Um, I don't know which one he showed. Um, maybe it's on his Andrew Thornton artist page. No, wrong one. Anyway, yeah, it's it's been a low key. I've been hanging out with the cats. Oh, the coral brooch. The coral brooch. I'm assuming. Oh no, the tomato. Patreon. See? Yes, Patreon. He did post that. He so I didn't get to see that yet because just before he went to bed, which was about 4:30 today, um he went around 2:30 or 3 he went to bed and I thought he was going to sleep. And then I hear him get up looking for a cat at about 4:30. And I didn't know if he was calling for me or if he was calling for a cat. All I heard was him yelling from upstairs. So I came up and he says, I was calling for a cat, but um, uh, he said that he was posting on the Patreon. So that was the newest post. Um, and so he's like, I hope the post made sense. And I meant to look at it, and then I forgot because I've been busy ever since. Um, but so hopefully the post made sense because he's like, I was like passing out as I'm trying to post this. So if you're on the Patreon, I hope you check that out. Um, if you're not on the Patreon, we hope you consider joining. It is patreon.com/allegory gallery. And you can join and support us there for as little as about $3 a month. Um, so I think it's a really good deal. Um, yeah, it's super cute. It is super cute. Um, let's see here. Norma saying hi, Marianne. Marianne said no earrings. You didn't make any earrings? Um, Marianne loves that. It is very cute. It is super cute. When I saw it today, I was like, that's pretty dang cute. Um, and Marianne said that's less than $5 Canadian dollars. I saw that the other day. It translated it for me, and it showed that it was around $5 Canadian. So that's nice. Hey, Susie, our other Susie, our neighbor across the street. Yeah, I did not even leave the house today. I was not feeling, I've been feeling a little bit, I think the new year often does that to me. It makes me feel a little bit like I go into it um, like it shouldn't be a big thing, right? But I go into it with a lot of kind of energy, and then right after, I always kind of get this bout of anxiety. And I've been pretty anxious today. So I've just been trying to keep myself together and keep myself busy on things. So I didn't leave the house. Probably would have been good to leave the house and do something, but I just wasn't feeling it today. Like some days just couldn't get up the energy to leave the house. So I've been doing stuff around the house today, which has been good. How have you all been? Marianne's having a lazy day. That's good. I was gonna have a super lazy day, but I was like, I can't have it too much. Ooh, that stand needs to be oiled a little bit. Um, yeah, I didn't want to be too lazy because then my anxiety was gonna get to me. So I just kind of had to do some stuff. Susan's here. Hello, Susan. Happy New Year to you too. So how's everybody? How's the day treating you? How's the new year treating you so far? I'd like to say that I went into 2026 and have no anxiety anymore and no worries, but that is not the truth. My worries could not all be forgotten at the stroke of midnight. So um, still here, still worrying, but still, pushing through, doing okay. How's everybody else? How's your new year been? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Talk to me. Um, yeah, so Andrew was up all night working. He made a post about his little pin that he made. He put that on the Patreon. You can see it there. I've been making things. Today was day one of Bead in the New Year. So if you did that, it was just a simple thing to make a pair of earrings. So I made my little pair of earrings here. I love, 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 love these large vintage check glass um, faceted round beads. And I've been wanting to make something with them for a long time. And today was the day. I found some of my gold stash, my gold plated beads. So I have two different sizes of gold spacers there. The simple check glass, and then back to the two gold spacers again, and then of course the ear wire. And I wanted to make something simple because if I made it too hard on myself, I was not going to do it. So it's very simple. Plus, those beads are really big. So I really couldn't add too much to them because I didn't want the weight to be too heavy for people in the ear. So I had to keep them simple. And I think I like how they came out. Um, Susan said, I had a lazy day too. Really tired. Didn't sleep much last night. I did. I took a melatonin and a valerian, but I went to bed very late. I don't know if it was 4 in the morning. It was around 4 in the morning when I went to bed. Um, and I slept in until about noon. Um, or 12:30 today, but that's like 8 hours. When you fall asleep at 4:30, that's like an 8 hours. So it's not really it sounds like I was very luxurious, but I really just barely got my 8 hours of sleep, which I do try to get. It does help keep my brain a little less anxious if I get enough sleep. Um, but yeah, and it was super snowy. It snowed a lot overnight here. Um, and it was just one of those days that the house has been that's one of the things that makes my anxiety go up is I have heard the furnace kick on so much today, and I'm like, we are spending so much money in gas right now because our house is heated with natural gas. I'm like, we are spending so much in gas every time I hear that heater come on. But it is cold outside. The low today was 11. Right now it's at 15 degrees. Um, so that's kind of been my day. I slept in and did get sleep, thankfully, but it was a weird sleep because it was so offset. I mean, it's not really that offset, but I kind of fall asleep at 3 or 4 pretty often these days, which I'm trying to back that up. Um, but it's not easy. It's just my natural way. Susie says your dinner looked good. Our dinner was pretty good. I made the uh, fake kielbasa and sauerkraut. Andrew was working on filling out that paper, that entry for his, I guess it was more of a proposal, we'll call it, for a show for himself at Contemporary Craft. And so um, I ended up, and remember I was talking about how I was going to let Andrew cook the kielbasa. I ended up doing that. So I cooked that and the sauerkraut, and then he made the black-eyed peas because I've never made black-eyed peas, and I didn't know, because every recipe I was looking up, it's like you make them with ham, and I'm like, I don't know what Andrew usually makes these with, and if it were just me, they were just going to like be made and hardly have any flavor probably. So I waited for him to do that, and he made those, and it was really good. And the mix, actually, I mixed it all together. Um, First, I ate it separately, and then I had a second bowl. The second bowl was mixed together, and it was really good. Um, let's see here. Susie says it's been a quiet day. Cooked a few New Year's staples. What'd you have? What are those staples? I just lost control of my mouse. My computer has been doing these things lately. It was good. There we go. I've been trying to run, um, I've been running these, this, we've been talking about this desktop computer has been, it might be on its last leg. But I've been running this program to try to clear stuff out. And it just lost connection to my mouse again, and it just came back. So I've been trying to run these programs to remove junk files and um, anything I can possibly remove. And so um, just to try to, get rid of stuff that might be clogging the works. And so I've been doing that in the background over the course of the last few days whenever I'm sitting up here doing things. And that's been part of like trying to save this computer. Hopefully we don't have to replace it, but at some point they all die at some point, unfortunately. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. So sometimes my comments aren't coming up, but I'm gonna keep trying to refresh just in case things freeze again. They've been freezing on me a little bit here. Let's see here. Vicky says, hello, everyone. Hello, Vicky. Today was the first day that my sourdough starter doubled in size. Yeah, that's a good start to 2026, right? That's awesome. Norma says, I took a brunch casserole to eat with two friends, came home and napped while Waldo needed my stomach to tell me it was 6 and time for dinner. Nice. Nice. I think that's a nice, easy end to the new year. Susan says, yay, Vicky, I love sourdough, right? And let's see here. Marianne had a nap this morning. Nice. It feels so weird to think about people napping in the morning because I'm like, I'm not even awake in the morning, let alone early enough to feel like I could still take a nap in the morning time. But I guess some of you early risers would still have time in the morning to take a morning nap. Let's see. Susie's been following the Monks Walk for Peace on Facebook. It's so inspiring. I didn't even hear about that, so I'll have to check that out. Vicky says, very nice earrings, William. Thank you. Marion says, it has been snowing teensy weensy snowflakes today. That's pretty much what it's been. Well, I don't know what it did overnight. I have not been out to see what kind of snowflakes they were. Danette says, I had a busy day again. Moved more stuff to mom's. By the end of this weekend, we will be living there. Might not have everything moved over, but we will be there. That's good. And of course, you had to get the snow in the middle of everything, right? Dennis says, came back to Salzburg and packed up my desk drawers, moving my desk on Saturday. It's a heavy, solid oak. Nice. At least it'll be there and it'll feel like you have your stuff there, right? Marianne had bacon and eggs for breakfast, ham and scalloped potatoes for dinner, raisin toast for a snack, working on drinking more water. That's good. I have been working on drinking more water because I've slowed down in the winter. I always do. Um, and so I've had to make that a point too. Like I have not drank much. Like this started here today. So I drank a whole one of these yesterday and then a partial of another. And then today I've been very bad. So I need to drink more. Marianne says yes, 10 to 11:23 a.m. That's a nice little nap. Very precise. Um, yeah, let's see. What did I have today? I had leftover, we had the pasta, leftover pasta for lunch. I was not awake, obviously, for breakfast. So that was my breakfast slash lunch. I did have a few of Andrew made some cookies. I don't know, they're kind of like sugar cookies, but not quite like a hard sugar cookie. They're very soft. So I had those really for my first thing in the morning, and I couldn't stop eating those. And then I figured I better have something actual to eat, like actual nourishing food other than cookies. And so I had the pasta, some of the pasta that we had, pasta and faux meatballs, and then um we but I haven't had any of the last night's dinner yet again today. That's going to be saved for dinner. I'm looking forward to that. Um, as long as there's some left. I don't know what Andrew got up to in the middle of the night. I didn't even look. Uh, Marion says, "Watch tracks my sleep." Mine is supposed to, but and it's an Apple Watch, and if it knows, if you put it in sleep mode, it tracks things really well, like your REM, and it's been done. It's been compared by there's this data scientist on YouTube who compares all like the major watches and wearables. And the Apple Watches come in very, very, very high compared to um, very highly scoring compared to like actual medical kind of straps and devices and things and sleep tests and all that. And the thing though that it doesn't seem to do well for me is if I do lay down for a nap, it doesn't like engage that sleep time. And I don't know if it's because my watch is an older watch. It might not have that capability very well. So I have to tell it I'm in sleep mode, I'm going to sleep, and then it'll start tracking that stuff better. Um, but yeah, anyway, I don't know. I didn't wear mine last night. I had it off. I just wanted to sleep without even it was so cute. Normally Barnaby sleeps with me. He he comes in the bed. He's usually one of the only ones. Sometimes Gilbert comes in too, but Barnaby, he normally sleeps in the bed. And I mentioned last night before I went to bed, I'm like, I think I just need the bed to myself tonight. Like, because I had my sciatica was acting up and my leg was really hurting. And I was like, I just need to get good sleep and not contort around the cats tonight. And it was really cute. He came running in the room like he usually does. And instead of jumping up on the bed, he went underneath the bed and he just slept there all night. He didn't try to bother me, didn't try and jump up, didn't try anything. And then this morning I heard him wanting out. So I let him out at some point this morning and went back to sleep. But it was kind of cute. It's like he understood that I was like, I need the bed to myself tonight. He's like, okay, I'll sleep under the bed. Um, Danette says, have you had the carbonated flavor water? I get it at Walmart. I like the strawberry flavor and the tangerine mango. Which one? I've tried a lot of different carbonated waters. Um, but I like them. We don't drink them very much though. I drink I drink the limoncello one, um, which is non-alcoholic. It's just called limoncello. And I think that's a LaCroix. And I drink that a lot at my pottery class because that's what my pottery teacher stocks in the fridge. Um, so I do drink that one here and there, but we don't generally buy it for the house, mainly because I would mostly be the only one drinking it, and um, because Andrew, for him, um, it doesn't settle in his stomach well. So it's I'll put that nicely. It just doesn't, it's not it he doesn't like it. And it's too carbonated or too something. So he doesn't really drink it. I will drink it sometimes, but I also have that same thing. If I drink it too fast, then it doesn't sit well with me. So I prefer generally still water most of the time, or flat water. Still water, flat water, different countries call it different things. Um, Marianne says I prefer still water as sometimes carbonated water is too sparkly. Exactly. Yes. Um, Sometimes it gives me the hiccups if I drink it too fast. Sometimes the gas just sits in there and like makes noises and it's not great. Um, Marion says it doesn't auto record unless it's at least an hour usually. Ah, that's interesting. What kind of watch do you have that it tracks that? Because I know it's not an Apple Watch. Because I know you don't have Apple stuff, right? I know you're usually on Android. Danette says it's Walmart brand, not this sparkling ice water. It. This is a clear in a 1 liter bottle, maybe. I think I've had that sometimes. Um, Danette says I can't drink the sparkling ice water because of the carbonation. Also, um, hmm. Sometimes what. So what I found is that it used to be. I used to drink that water more often. In the 1 liter bottles. Quite some time ago, probably when I was in college and stuff, I would try. But what I found out is a lot of them used to have aspartame in them as a sweetening agent or a sugary agent. And aspartame makes me very, very nauseous. So um, I gave up trying because after a while, it was like all the brands that come in those kind of bottles were adding aspartame to everything. And for so long, I couldn't find hardly anything without it. So I just kind of gave up on it. But I'm sure I would hope now there would be more, but I haven't looked because we just don't drink a lot of sparkling water at all. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Does it have aspartame in it? Because the Walmart brand, I believe, used to have aspartame, and I can't drink that. Makes me sick. Marion says Galaxy 7. Nice. I don't know much about those. Um, but it's funny, I should know more. If I had time, I would know all about them because I used to. I used to love researching technology, and now with our store and all the work that it is, I have like fallen off of some of the technology. I still try and keep up with Apple because that's my favorite and that's what we've got. But I used to know about all the brands and what was coming out and when their release dates were and all the new features, and I feel bad not knowing that. It's like a part of me is not I'm not keeping up with a part of me. But yeah. So yeah, my day, I wish I could say my day was more exciting, but it was not. I kind of am glad I cannot say my day was more exciting. It has been just a nice, fairly chill day, trying to keep my brain occupied a little bit, spending some time with the cats, um, and just hanging out at the house. I saw Andrew for like 45 minutes today. Otherwise, he's been in bed. But that's about it. That's my day. That's my 2026 so far. Um, but we are making plans to do a lot of things. Andrew's been doing a lot of posting. I'm sure you've probably all seen most of his posts lately. Um, he's working on a lot of things, and just looking toward hopefully a great year. That's trying to keep things going through the winter is hard. Um, and we're just pressing on, trying to do the best we can. But yeah, how's everybody else? You good? Anybody else out there? Who's all out there? Say hi. I've got a few people watching. I appreciate that. I didn't know if anybody would be around on New Year's Day or not. Um, It's one of those days. Like we had a good number of people yesterday for New Year's Eve. If you missed that show, we did a lot of check glass again, some buttons and vintage check stuff. Did a lot of giveaways. We're gonna do some giveaways today too. Um, and we're gonna look at some more check glass and some other things that I've found around. And Marian says, I think there's a Galaxy Watch 8. Yeah, I don't know how many Galaxy Watches there are now. Um, I even get confused on how many Apple Watches there are because mine is so behind. I'm like, how many are there now since mine? Um, I forget that I've had mine so long. Kimberly's here. Says, hello all, just realized the time. Happy New Year, Kimberly. How's it going? Have you done anything fun today? Um, I know you were being forced to watch football yesterday. How has your actual New Year day been? Hopefully it's good. Um, yeah, we're having leftovers for dinner, I think, because I didn't go out and get anything else, and that's about all we have. I do have some potato chips left over. I barely ate my potato chips last night. The food was so good that I had such big helpings of food last night that I was actually too full to eat my potato chips, which sounds not quite right, but it was. That's what happened. So I've got potato chips tonight. Looking forward to those too. It's one of my favorite snacks. I love potato chips. I love potato chips and I love pickled things. I'm a weird snacker. I'll eat pickles and pickled things, pickled vegetables and pickled eggs and pickled beets for snacks. Michelle's here. Hello, Michelle. It says, I have vegged in the living room now. The Hubs has come in from the barn and is forcing more football on me. What were you doing before that? Did you get to watch anything else? What did we watch? We have been watching, um, oh, I forget the name of it. We did not watch the Stranger Things finale. So if you all did, no spoilers. All right. We didn't watch that last night. We still need to watch that. But it's like 2 hours or 2.5 hours long. And we were just like, I don't know if we're going to do that. And then we ended up doing that anyway. But we've been watching, there's this international cooking show from Korea. I believe it's based in Korea. And I can't think of the name of it, but they set up, they're called the White Spoons and the Black Spoons. And the White Spoons are like super famous chefs from Korea, Asia, around the world, really. Um, and then the Black Spoons are the ones that are supposed to challenge them, right? And so we've been watching this show. We watched season 1, and they just came out with season 2. We watched season 1 like last year, or maybe 2 years. I don't know. But we watched. We've started season 2, and um, we are on the episode now where there's going to be a big elimination at some point very soon. And I just could not stay up long. I was up to, like I said, we were up to like 3:30 or 3 o'clock watching, and then I tried to get ready for bed, and I didn't get to bed till 4 or 4:30 last night. But it was nice just to kind of veg out and not kind of pressure us to do work later into the night, which was kind of nice. Um, Kimberly says, I was watching NCIS reruns. Nice. Marion says, darn it, William. Now I want chips or cheesies, but I'm not going out to get any. I know. If I didn't have chips in the house right now, I have a feeling that I would be out on a road trip to go get some tonight because I'm really craving them. So sorry, Marianne. If I could teleport you some, I would. Kimberly says, I need to make some earrings. Yes, even I made earrings. And I don't usually do the beat in the New Year's. I'm very bad about it, but even I made earrings today. So everybody can make some earrings. Day 1, beat in the New Year. Um, let's see here. Norma says, I'm trying to decide whether I want dinner. I ate a lot yesterday at a women's group party and New Year's and then brunch today, so I'm kind of over the food right now. Get a snack, Norma. There's always room for snacks. Marianne says, I watched the feature-length Time Team on the 2024 Sutton Who Dig. I don't know what that is. I don't know any of those words. I don't know any of those words, Marianne. What are you watching? What are you doing? Hey!
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. He's awake.
You need to check your Facebook.
I did.
No, you're not. Unless you're just purposely ignoring everybody.
No. Oh, I did it again. I just refreshed it and there was nothing there.
Susie's there.
I saw Susie.
Carly.
Carly. Didn't even see
Me.
Carly. You. Oh, see, here we go. There it is.
You just ignore us.
I didn't try. I refreshed and nothing came up.
Watching.
Oh. If you want bubbles, there's a Soda Stream. I know folks who like those. You know what? My brother and his family, all the kids, they're trying to get the kids to drink more water. And they're using those Circles or Circles.
The wine cooler?
They're giving their kids wine cooler. No, they're Circle, I think, but they're spelled differently. But they are a water bottle that has a like it has a big kind of like filter in you. It's like a coffee, like the coffee pods, but they're flavoring pods. I think it's called Circool. And you put them in, and they don't have any the adult ones. See, I was looking these up because they're in Walmart too. And I was going to get one, but then all of like the adult flavors have like aspartame or some weird.
Get the child flavor.
And that's what they did. So they get the child flavors, and all the child flavors are like all natural, no colors, no any of that bad stuff. So now that I know that, and you can apparently like you fill the thing with water, and as you drink it, it feeds the water through this little thing that has flavoring, and you can adjust it so you can turn it for less flavor or more flavor. And they've had a really good time with those, and the kids have really been receptive toward drinking a lot more water now that they do that.
I always like to be fair in my assessments. And I try to be a typical Libra and look at things from every side and balance things out.
Hey, what's coming?
And so, I'm not a huge fan of the current administration.
Oh, yes.
And there's some wonkadoodle stuff that's happening. One good thing that they're doing is they're cracking down on artificial coloring.
Yes.
And that's like one of the only things that they're doing that I'm like, okay, I can get behind this.
Yeah, there's one thing we can get behind that they're doing. The whole
to
yeah, we're not voting for them, but
no, but
we'll be like, okay, we'll give you a pass on that.
That one,
that one thing, that point. 1 point.
So, but anyways, I think that's really good because when I was a kid, they put food coloring in everything.
Yeah.
And everyone in my family is allergic to food coloring.
Yeah.
I don't have it as much because my food, like my mom, there was this like children's book that they told that you dyed the food of the kid so that you knew that who was eating what, and like you can't
put your food on your sibling's plate.
Correct. And so mine was blue.
Yeah.
And
if you do have things blue, you start to get scratchy throat
but not as bad as like some people.
Yeah.
And then other people had red and yellow, and that is
red and yellow
because it's in everything.
Yeah, blue is not in a lot of foods, thankfully.
Raspberry.
Yeah, so you don't have to.
How do you get raspberry blue?
I don't know, but you don't have to watch as much.
No.
But imagine having
I don't like to do it because I can also taste it.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
Well, the one red, I think they've found that it is it's like banned in most like European and maybe Canada.
Oh my gosh,
red is it red 40 or?
They had stuff. I said, how come we can't have that?
Right.
Their Gatorade is so delicious.
And it has no artificial anything.
Orange Orangeata. and it was Gatorade.
Yeah,
Y'all, Gatorade.
Gatorade.
It
I
was
forgot about the
delicious.
Gatorade. Yeah, we had the Gatorade. It had no artificial flavors or colors.
William got the Gatorade at first. I was like, "What you doing? Put that back. Get something that you can't get
anywhere. And here we cannot get that
And
there.
so he
But
got
I
it
was
because
feeling dehydrated.
we had walked all over
Yeah.
creation. But anyway, so we looked at the labels, and there's no like artificial sweeteners, no artificial
Colors.
colors. It was just delicious.
And it rehydrated you really well, right?
So why can't we have nice stuff like this?
Yeah. Susie asked, "Did you ever go to Pickled Chef in Latrobe?" No.
We had
Oh,
food from there, but we didn't go there.
yeah. We've never been there. Are they still there?
Oh, that's been a long time.
Yeah. At one point, I heard some things about there. I was like,
Yeah, we were gonna go, and then something happened, and then we're like,
yeah,
But I don't know if it's still there, is it?
I don't know.
They had a fire in that shopping plaza, and that
Yeah. I don't know if that was was it on that side or the
I
other
think it was
side?
the other side, but it's all different now, I thought.
Some of the food they eat on that show I've never even seen or heard before. Yeah. That culinary
kitchen war, whatever it is.
Yes, that international cooking thing that they are doing.
They're like sea squirt, and I was like, dude, what?
What is a sea squirt? But
We have
now seen and know what a sea squirt is.
I don't know if am still. I would not. I don't know. They said it was delicious, but I'm like,
I know.
That seems like you're gonna shit your pants.
Marion says archaeology of an Anglo-Saxon burial complex.
What is it?
That time team on the 2024 Sutton Hoo dig.
Oh, I like this then.
See, I didn't know about it.
That's not new.
Marion says, "Oh, that's a cool idea. I wonder if Walmart has it." Oh, the Circool things, yeah. Michelle says we used to get that. I have a pink bottle.
So do you get the flavor capsules, or is it you have to buy a new bottle every time?
No, it's like you get a metal bottle. I think they're metal, and then you just replace the little things in the spouts.
You know, I don't really love drinking out of metal. And I know we sell metal things.
He's like, by the way, we do sell. I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me.
I know you don't. It doesn't bother you, but I don't know if I don't generally like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do it if it's
as long as it's like all the free stuff. Like,
you know what I want to get is one of them Berkeys.
Yeah.
Because our water in town, we have city water, and they pump that stuff full of so many chemicals, and it's like drinking pool water. And I have to like force myself.
That's why I put juice in it, because I can't drink it out of the tap. It makes me ugh.
Yeah,
I have to force myself to do it.
Like yesterday I was like it tasted like I was eating those cookies. I was like, do these cookies taste like poison?
He asked me, he's like, is there something wrong with these cookies?
And he said no. And I was like, I had just drank some water.
Yeah. It will, if I drink water directly from the tap, it will sometimes make my throat hurt.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like it almost gives, when your fingers get that shriveled from being in the water too long, it feels like my whole mouth is like doing that.
Is it because you're like made of bacteria and it's like
killing it all? I don't know.
You're like a snake.
But if I drink water directly and don't flavor it with juice or don't put something in it, whatever it is, it's too concentrated. I don't know. The chlorine, whatever it is, it's not good. It's like if you drink pool water. Like,
you're not supposed. They tell you not to drink it.
I know.
They're like, don't drink the pool water.
I know, and then drink your tap water. I know it's different, but
I don't know if they can, like, whoever is in charge can taste.
I mean, I know they have to do it so it's clean, and that's the biggest thing.
other cities, they have water and they process the water.
and it's a lot better.
And before, our water used to be delicious.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all like our water changed. They moved from there was a local place that did it, and then they started getting stuff pumped in from the nearby town. And when we had the other water, it was delicious. It felt like almost like on the farm. And
Mm,
this water,
yeah. Marion says definitely Wonka Doodle. One good thing cannot overcome the rest.
I hope I was clear in my
Very clear.
condemnation.
Yeah. Yeah. She says at least one of the reds is banned here. Yeah, I wish they've shown that some of the reds are very bad. I mean,
Causes all kinds of issues.
Vicky says Circul, Cirkul. Thank you, because I couldn't remember. I wonder if the filters are recyclable. That I don't know. That is a good question too. We don't have recycling here, unfortunately. We try and do,
Recycling.
yeah. Hi, baby. We try and do as much recycling as we can, but yeah, we don't have it here, unfortunately.
They say they pick it out the trash, but I don't believe it.
I know. Michelle says you put ice in the bottle, then water, then add the drink. There,
Like you're making your ice dye.
I don't know. All I know is there's a filter. You put it in the ones that they got. There's a filter. You put it in the spout, and then you can turn the spout depending on how much flavor you want to come out as the water flows through. So that would be nice because I don't like a lot of flavor, but I need a little bit of flavor. Marion says there are all kinds of gold and garnet pieces from the ship burial at Sutton Hoo. The British have some weird names for places. Michelle says they stay cold for hours. Mary Ann says our Walmarts do have it. Let's see here. Carly is Susie first says, yes, I was never there, but I saw it when I went to the French restaurant. Yeah, we've been to the French Express.
I like French Express, except we can't eat hardly anything.
Yeah, they have a really good veggie panini though.
And that is the only thing we can eat.
That's one of the few things. And of course their
And
pastries.
I also wonder if we're supposed to eat the veggie panini.
I know.
Because they're like sometimes we're like, oh, let's put some bacon fat on the bread.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Make
like,
it taste good.
I don't know what they fry in or but we
Is
do
that
eat that.
French Express still there?
I think so. I think I've seen that when I
Did
went
they
by.
split up?
They did, I think, but the one is still running it, I think. Because I
And
think
then
the other
there
one
was
went to the
the chef for that Market Street,
up in
Blairsville.
Blairsville.
And
Yeah.
then I don't think they're there anymore. And then they started something separate in Greensburg. I can't keep track of
No, I
people
can't either.
in the house hardly, so
Carly says, I have a pick I'll have to find of a cheaper Berkey. Says I'll find the brand. You guys seem to try and eat clean and be healthy and stuff too. I just have to be careful with my allergies and son's allergies, so it feels like I watch ingredients in everything.
but that's good.
Yeah. And that's I saw something, it wasn't a Berkey because I had looked up those Berkeys before.
They're expensive.
Yeah. And then there was one I found that was less expensive, but it was pretty much a reverse osmosis system, but it was much cheaper. And I thought I saved it, but I don't know where I saved it. It's like, is it saved in Amazon? Is it saved on Facebook as an ad? Who knows? So Carly, if you do see that, let us know.
You should just go and fill up water at your aunt's place.
I know.
Because it was delicious.
I know. Susie says, I don't even give my pets the tap water. That's good. That's good.
You don't have a choice. You have to
I
drink
know.
what you got.
They drink what they get, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a milk treat.
Milk treat. She didn't get a milk treat today. She didn't even get a dry food treat because I didn't want to give anybody little treats without Gertie being down there because she was in sleeping with you. And then I opened the door at one point to see if she was going to come out because I fed the other cats and she wasn't around. And I was like, oh, that's right. She's up there. So I opened it and she didn't come out. She was sleeping with you. So, yeah.
This is Idabelle.
That is Idabelle. She's a talker. You hear our cats, it's probably Idabelle. Huh,
Do you
baby?
have a cord for your phone?
Right now it's in my iPad, keeping that going. My phone should be good. So how's everybody doing? You having a good day? Hopefully.
Added stuff to Patreon.
We talked about that. Marianne saw it. She loves the pin.
Oh, thanks.
Um, Marianne says, our tap water is mostly good, but probably has too much calcium for you, William. Yes. That was, and I don't know if it would still be a problem, but I'm not trying it because kidney stones were the most painful thing I've ever been through in my entire life.
In Italy.
Huh?
They had it in Italy.
Well, that's I didn't drink the tap water because of that. I was like, I do not want to get kidney stones in
How
Italy.
much is it gonna cause? How quickly? Is that like something that happens like if you drink for 2 weeks? Are you gonna be fine?
It depends how quickly your body makes a kidney stone.
Or
And
is
if it
that something
and if it
that
can
you have
pass
to
it or not.
takes a year?
Some people can make kidney stones real fast. And it depends. They say if you mix, like if you're a tea drinker and you drink a lot of tea and eat a lot of ice cream or milk in your tea, that can combine and you can start making kidney stones real fast that way. That's what I've heard. So I don't drink any milk in my tea, and I barely do a lot of dairy other than I don't drink much tea either.
We
But
got a little
I got a
something,
Gertie.
something.
I got a little Gertie in here. Hi, baby. Did you have a good sleep? Good nap with your daddy?
She disappeared, but then when I was getting up, she gave me a little massage. That was nice.
Carly says, "Oh my gosh, I'm sorry you had stones." Yeah, I got them when I was around 13 or 14, and it was painful, like super painful.
Snatch it.
How you doing, Gertie? Want to come up here with me? She's going to kiss on everything. Gonna kiss on it.
She's like, I'm gonna mark it up.
Yeah, I did not like that. I got them when I was young, and I think it was because I got dehydrated and I was drinking bad stuff and not drinking any
It's
water.
like drinking Mountain Dew all the time.
Lots of Mountain Dew, lots of Coke, lots of Pepsi. And yeah, it was not good. I was like bowled over. I could not straighten out my body. It hurt so bad. And like the doctor's trying to examine me, and I'm like, I can't straighten out. It was really bad. Thankfully, I passed them.
What the hell?
I know. Hey, come here. Oh, snatch a girl.
This one's not edible.
No, this is Gertie. Say hi to everybody, Gertie. Oh.
She's trying to charm y'all.
Yeah, she's a charmer.
So that she don't have to go out.
She's a charmer, all right, aren't you? Oh, she's
She's
purring so
late.
good too. She's purring so good, huh, baby?
Yeah, because she don't want to go out. She's looking at me.
She's blinking at you.
She's like, daddy? Daddy?
She's recoiling now. She's making herself very small into my chest. Let's see here.
She's riding the shoulder.
My comments came up over here. Marianne says, I've had a few small ones, but it seems men have a greater incidence of larger ones. That's what I've heard.
Well, that's also the Passagare is different.
Yeah. Smaller tracks for things to go through. Carly says, I don't drink nearly enough water. It's a goal for 2026.
That's
Yeah.
a doable one.
That's a doable goal.
You know, the people they're like, I'm gonna hike Kilimanjaro, and they don't walk around the block.
Mhm.
I'm like, maybe set it just a little bit lower.
Maybe take a walk around your neighborhood before
Correct. I saw that, and so one of my friends posted that, and I said, "What the hell?"
Like last time I knew you, you didn't go for a walk for.
I was like, you DoorDash for the Dwayne Reed from the corner. All right.
Michelle says no stones, but a severe kidney infection at 17. Doctors said I was lucky.
That's no joke. That's
No,
what my
don't
dad died from, the kidney cancer.
kidney cancer. Don't mess with the kidneys. Flush them out. Drink lots of water.
Paolo and Babette too.
Um, such a pretty girl, says Marianne.
She
First, she said such a party girl, and then it was autocorrect.
Are you party girl?
She is a little party girl, huh? Party, party. Cardi,
I'm
cardi,
gonna
cardi,
get my
cardi, cardi,
neck
cardi, cardi.
be twisted.
Cardi, 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 cardi.
She does this where she
Kissing me,
just sit.
kissing me with her eyes. Yeah, she'll walk around with me like that for quite a while. She goes up the stairs, downstairs with me.
She just wants to be with you.
She does. She's a good girl.
But I don't like the cats in here, so.
I know. No, not when I can't watch them.
But also, I like to have some places that's cat hair free. I know some people like cat hair is magic, but we don't need it on everything.
You don't need it on everything. All right, y'all. I guess we'll flip the camera around here and take a look at some, hopefully, other pretty things. I've got some check glass here. Some more. Can you imagine some more check glass? And some giveaways, and who knows what else. So if you're out there, please say hi. Please like and share this broadcast. Let your friends know we exist. And the more we all talk on here, it seems like the more the numbers go up. So that's good. We appreciate that. Hello, Diane. Thank you for joining us. I think this is the first I've seen your name pop up, but then of course my Facebook has been acting up. Says my husband had kidney stones. He used Chunka Piedra Stonebreaker. It dissolves them. Yeah, I've heard Chunka Piedra is good for that. I think have that. We have that herb in our vitamin. I want to say drawer, but it's not a vitamin drawer. It's a vitamin cabinet. we have two cabinets, where dishes normally go. They're filled with vitamins and things. And I probably should take more of that, but I have not researched that, whether that's good for people on blood thinners. I don't know. Maybe you know. Do you know? Can you take it if you're on blood thinners? But so far, thankfully, since I've been 13 or 14, I've not had a reoccurrence of them, knock on wood. And I do try to keep myself very well hydrated. I also used to get urinary tract infections when I was younger because I think I didn't drink enough. So that's one of the other reasons I drink a lot of cranberry juice. Most of my juices are cranberry based, and so I try to make sure I do that. So yeah. Diane says he was on blood thinners and didn't bother him. That's good. I'll have to check that out just in case. It's good to know. Like these things, like there are some things that I take every once in a while, just kind of preventatively, just in case. Because sometimes I feel like I don't need them all the time, but I'll take them once in a while, and I think it's good. Marion says, or a pharmacist. Yeah, pharmacists are pretty good about that. They're generally pretty good about that too, which is good. Shows us to be very careful when being on blood thinner. Of course, yeah, I have to be very careful with stuff. Yeah, got to be careful. Kind of sucks. Kind of want to be off them, but can't. Not right now. Not yet. Diane says he drank it in water once a week. When he did that, never had another. That's good. Yeah, I like all those natural things. I'm a big proponent of doing the natural stuff if we possibly can to help our health. And sometimes we can't, and that's when we go on blood thinners and all that stuff. But yeah, I try and do the natural things when we can. So yeah, that is that. Let me go over here. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm trying to find. There it is. It's like, where's my email? Let's get my email up. Let's flip this camera around. Let's start looking at some stuff. Just settled this settle. Bring this down a little bit. See how high I am. And flip our camera. Turn on the lights. All right, here are my earrings again. Did y'all do your earrings? Anybody joining us? Beat in the New Year is out. And these are my day one Beat in the New Year earrings that I made today out of vintage Czech glass. And we're going to take a look at more vintage Czech glass today. Michelle says, yep, and there are different blood thinners. Yes, there are. Yes, there are. All different kinds that do all different things that affect people in different ways. My grandmother was on different various blood thinners, and some of them made her feel very sick, and some of them worked for her. And you know, I'm on the one that's the most expensive one ever, I think. Unfortunately, but thankfully, I have a coupon from their website and I get it cheaper, and it's all that kind of stuff. And he says, nice design, William, but I know, but they're pink. I know you don't like the pink. I like the pink. I like the pink. Anyway. Let's see. Kimberly says, have not made mine, working on them now. Oh, good. Good, good, good. All right. Today is, I was going to do NYD, but that's so close to yesterday. How about DNY? Day of the New Year. DNY 1. That's also DNY. Isn't that also a designer? I don't know. That's what we're going to do, though. All right, let's start taking a look at some of this stuff. How about it? These are $4, and there are 2 of them available. I'm going to do 4, just like yesterday. I'm going to do 4 and then 2 giveaways. It seemed to take less time doing it that way. I could go a little faster. We weren't here as late. And also, it just keeps me on a... Oh, DKNY, Andrew says. Yeah, that's it. Donna Curran. Thank you. I was like, that's very close to something. I felt like it was something. Or Donna Karen? Donna Curran? Donna Karen? I can't remember. And it's a Donna Karen. These are beautiful Czech glass, vintage, $4 a strand only. Faceted tubes. There are only 2 of these available. And let me give you the size on these. These are approximately 4.5 millimeters by 14 millimeters. And that is DNY 1. Ooh, I like these. Let's see how much are those? 22. 22. There's only 2 of these available. Andrew said, I love these. They have a subtle celery color. Yeah, they do. Reminds me of Old Cut Crystal. Slightly green. And they have a beautiful color. You can see the colors from the cut. The cut. So pretty. DNY2 are these nice, large, slightly purple. Slightly purple beads. These are like the other large mint and gray ones that we've had. They kind of have these lines through them, but these are faceted kind of coins. And they're nice and big. $22 for the strand. These are approximately 24.5 millimeters. 24.5 millimeters. Trying to see, you don't see the purple on camera very well. It's a little bit better there. If I add this purple next to it, you can see that they are purple. DNY 2. Andrew says, one of our projects for 2026 is to upload a section for vintage jewelry on the website. Lots of artisan jewelry and sterling silver brooches. We also have artisan earrings. It's true. We've got a lot of stuff. We've shown some of them before. But Michelle says, I think the blue background changes the purple color. Yeah, that and the camera itself doesn't. Light purples, light pinks. It's hard for whatever reason. Let's see. This DNY3 are these. No one grabbed any of these last time. I think they're super cool. They're these awesome beads. The only hole is in the center. There's no hole other than that. So these make good, like, kind of dangly things if you want to dangle something, if you want to loop something through them. These would be great with, like, silk through them. Knot. Take some of that larger silk and knot it on the sides. Make a bracelet or a necklace like that. They're nice color for, like, bone, to use with bone or wood. Really cool. And these are, they're about 14 millimeters by 11. 14 by 11 millimeters, DNY 3. Now these are a more expensive treat, but they are really awesome. No one grabbed any of these last time. DNY 4 are these huge green, yellow table cut beads. They're $35 a strand. And they do glow under a black light. So really cool. These are probably some of the biggest beads we've had that do the glowing under the black light. Andrew's asking, did anyone else make any earrings for bead in the new year? Andrew says, oh, I love those. I did mine. I did mine. Anybody else? I know Kimberly said she's working on hers now. So glowy, says Andrew. Yeah, they really glow so good under a black light. They're really bright. And because they're so big, they're really cool. Michelle says, I will after the live. $35 a strand. That is the old price. That is not us, jacking up the price or anything. That's what they were. Probably back in the 90s. Andrew says, they remind me of jelly candies. Yeah, they do, right? They really do. So that's DNY 4. And let's do a giveaway. 2 giveaways, as a matter of fact. Let's see what I've got in here. Let's see. This is in the old packaging. Let me open it up. Andrew says you don't even need the black light for them to glow. I know they have a good light to them. And they kind of turn that kind of blue, like they've got some blue, they've got some yellow, they've got some green. Yellow and blue make green, right? They're really pretty. All right, the first giveaway is this is a Siam S-word crystal set of 3. It actually came in this big package as a set of 3. They are 8 millimeters. And let's see here. What is the question for these? The question will be, name one of the two. No, let's name both. Name both cats that came into the room tonight. Name both cats that came into the room tonight while we were alive. Michelle says, no more Venice Beach, so now my jewelry has a different vibe. Andrew says, he be giving away my crystal hoard, LOL. Hey, gotta do what we gotta do around here. Try and make some sales, try and give people some good stuff. And first person was Kimberly. Nope, Gertie and Gilbert. That's the wrong answer. Michelle says Gertie and Idabelle. Michelle gets it. Michelle gets it. You know, Gilbert didn't come in tonight. Okay. Let's see here. Oops, I got to do another good thing. I'm doing two at a time. 2 at a time. Let's see. Somewhere I had. What I had. I need to. Nope, that's not it. Oh, how did that go there? There they are. I'm going to give away one of my pendants that I make. Give away one of these. It's my ceramic pendants, and they're decorated with one of the decals, a water slide decal of Andrew's artwork. And in order to win this, what did I start my day off eating? What did I start my day off eating? What was the very first thing I ate today? We talked about that earlier too. Michelle says, OMG, I guessed. It's a good guess. Marion says, good guess, Michelle. Marianne says, no idea, LOL. Kimberly says, leftovers. No. No. And that's not a good answer. That's not a good answer. What was the first thing I ate today? Susan says, potato chips. Nope. Eggs. Nope. Anybody else got any guesses? Anybody else paying attention earlier today when we talked about my day? I'll give you a hint. Andrew made them. I don't know how much of a hint that is. Andrew made them. Anybody else gonna guess? Andrew says, I know. Vicky says, cookies. That's right. It was cookies. Vicky got it. Vicky, you win that pendant I made. Let me get your bag here. Excuse me. I had cookies, then I had pasta, and later I'm gonna have leftovers of the kielbasa, the fake kielbasa and sauerkraut. Vicky says, to be fair, my answer will always be cookies. Dan says burritos. That sounds good, but I know I did not get a burrito today. DNY 5. Let me see here. Where are these? I have one. I have one of this color. This is our tubular stitched silk DNY 5 in this beautiful orangey color, kind of a goldeny orange color. I have one strand of it available here. DNY 5, $6, one available. I found these looking around today. DNY 6. Let's see here. Let me see if I have more than one of this color. I think these are all different. Kimberly says that's where the leftovers come in. Yes, tonight. Tonight. NY6. $6. This is beautiful deep purple. Columnar stitched silk strand. One available. All right, I'm going to put one away. Make some room here. That's these. No one has gotten any of those. They're only $4. Two of them available. DN1 2 are these beautiful large check glass. No one has grabbed any of those. Two of those available. DNY 2. DNY 3 are these rectangular vintage check glass pieces. Lots of them on there. $22 a strand. Three of them still available. And I'm going to move these down. Halloween colors, says Marianne, right? Hello, Sandra. Thanks for joining in. How are you? How's your New Year's going? We have next up a slightly lighter pink. I'm sorry, purple. DNY 7, $6 a strand. These are kind of a little bit ombre too. You can see they're a little bit pink to purple. This one even has some lighter to darker as well. And next, DNY 8. $6. Is this kind of berry color? Beautiful red. DNY 8. $6. One of those available. Andrew says, my friends Uta and Gunther used to dye those. That's where we got them from. So I need to check to see if they're still around. They moved back to Germany. Okay. A few of those. We'll do some giveaways. Sandra says, still improving. Can't seem to get rid of the cough. Glad to be among the living. That's good. That's good. Glad you're improving. Improving is good, right? We'll take improvement. Next up for a giveaway is this pair of vintage plastic fun looking rocks. And let's see, what can the question be today? Let's see, what can I do? What can I do? How about this? How about we do a what is Sandra says, what is DNY 7? I can't tell. These are all silk. They're colander stitch silk, dyed by Andrew's friends Uta and Gunther, who have moved back to Germany since. What is day 20 of Bead in the New Year? What is the prompt for day 20 of Bead in the New Year? First person to tell me the full prompt wins these. Yeah, these are all the tubular stitch silk. The nice thing about these is they're like little tubes, so you can actually get wire up through there and use them to hide wire if you want to. And it's really kind of cool. Well, these are pink, Marianne. I don't expect you to expend much effort on something that's pink. Marianne said too much effort. Too much effort to pull out the calendar for something pink. Yeah, I could see that. Kimberly says use African and metal. That's right. That's right, Kimberly. Kimberly is the first one to get that. Those are yours. Those are fun. I think they're fun. All right, let me put DNY 4 away. Let's see here. Diane also said use African and metal. I don't think it was before Kimberly, but I have some more of those. I'll give you one too. Or I'll give you a pair of them too. Just in case I missed it. Because Facebook I know is a little bit odd today. There you go. Andrew says, remember when folks said tubular is something good? I wonder about the origin of that. Was it surfers? Diane says, how long are the dyed strings? They are, if I have a ruler, this should be a foot. Let me see here. I think you have some of these. They would be the same as the ones you have. They're about 3 feet, and this ruler is very strange. It does not have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, about 3 feet 4 inches, something like that. 3 feet 4 inches. Yeah, about 3 feet 4 inches is what this one is. They should be very similar, around 3 feet. Diane says, I don't have the tubular ones. Oh, I thought you did. Oh boy. These are really fun. You can use them to knot things. Like I said, they are tubular. So if you work, you have to work at it a little bit, but you can get wire through these. I've done it where I've bunched it up on wire in between beads, and it gives it kind of a cool look to bunch it up between the beads. Use them as spacers. You can cut little pieces of it to use as spacers if you want. It's really cool. You can also, it's nice if you want to have, for example, like I have this, and if you wanted to have these beads down here, but you wanted to not fill them all the way up, you can put this around your wire back here for around your neck, and kind of give it a softer, instead of this biting into your neck, you have a little bit of silk around there. So you can use that, because I get that question in the store a lot. They're like, I just want to put the beads down here. And usually what we do is we use chain from here on up, but you can also load this up on your wire and use it for around as a cushion, kind of for around your neck, which is kind of, I think, a nice idea. And you can also use them just by themselves and drop a pendant on there and be done. It's easy. Andrew says, I braid them and then stitch on them. Yeah, so you can do that too. You can braid them up and then stitch on them. You can kumihimo them, which is like a Japanese style braiding. And then Andrew will stitch on them. So there's all different kinds of ways you can use those. All right, I think, was that 2 giveaways? Did I do 2 giveaways? Or did I just do 1 giveaway? What did I give away? What have I been doing? I think I did 2. Let's see here. DNY 9. Marion says a meter. Yeah, a little over a meter. A little over a meter. Andrew said, I've seen people use it in kind of soutache technique. Says it adds a nice softness to the bead embroidery. This is DNY 9. And these are kind of like the big green ones we had earlier, but they're the mini size. And they're this beautiful blue. I mean, look at those together. Wouldn't that be fun together? You could just add throw a few of those. Use this as your, if you put a few of these on a piece of wire, and then you can wrap the wire onto the end of the string, and then you could use that up around the neck. That'd be really cute. DNY 9, $28, 3 of them available. We've just sold 6 and 7. Thank you so much. 6 and 7 sold. Let me go ahead and put those away. First sale of the night. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. 6. 7. And what do I have going on over here? The giveaways are taking up my table space over here. Let's move these over. this to the side. Trying to not too much off my desk. Anderson 6, 7, and 8. Wait, no, 6, 7, 8, and 9 all go together, right? They would all be nice together. I'm gonna put this over here. DNY10. These are $9 each. I think there are 3 of them. Yes, 3 of these. DNY10. Are these? They're beautiful green stone. And they got the lovely finish on them. They look very mossy like, I feel like. Very natural looking. DNY10. Sorry, everybody. Yep. We just sold 5 and 8. Thank you so much. The other 2 have already sold. Someone tried to grab them all. 5 and 8 have just sold. That's the same person, so I'm going to put them right in here together. DNY9, DNY10, DNY11. We have this color. Another one of these tubular stitched, DNY11, kind of a brighter pink. And then this is kind of DNY12, kind of a purple, pinky purple. DNY12. These are all different colors than the ones from before. And let's see here. Let me see what I got for giveaways. And it says, you got all the berry colors. I know. I found these up in the office here. And I kind of love them. So all these beautiful berry colors. And there's like one of each of all these kind of beautiful colors. So I have a few more of them to show you later too. Okay, the first giveaway of this pair are these, a pair of these. These are little crystals inside these metal pieces. And they have 2 holes. They go here to here and then here to here. So they could sit on a bracelet like that if you wanted to. Right? You could do that. And let's see here. Oh, sorry, my screen went yellow. In order to win these, let's see here. What is day 10 of the Beat in the New Year prompt? What is day 10 of the Beat in the New Year prompt? First person to say it wins. Let's see here. 12 just sold. Thank you so much. Let me put that away. And first one to get that is Kimberly. Says use chip beads. That's right. Use chip beads. That's yours, Kimberly. Yeah, let's see. What's the next giveaway? Let's do another one of these group of things. This is a 4-bead set. And they are 2 holes as well. But these are the red little crystals in there. Andrew said, did you go to the cottage today? No, I did not. I didn't leave the house today. I was telling you, but I didn't leave the house at all today. I was talking about the television show we were watching, and I said they have the black spoons and the what color spoons that are teams against each other? Black spoons and what other color spoons are the teams against each other? And Marianne got that with white. Marianne, I'll add that to your giveaway bag. Oh, we just sold number 11 as well. Thank you. And let's see here. What number am I on? 13. DNY 13. Get back over there. Stay in your lane. All right, since people seem to be liking these, me do these. 6 DNY 13 is this color. DN 14. Now this one is very similar, but they are different. Is this color. So they look very similar, but this one is slightly darker. I don't know if you'll be able to see. I think you can see it on camera. This one is slightly darker. For those of you who like to ombre things, that would be nice if you braided them together. You get a slightly different look. DNY 15. And we have this one. It's this color. Nice berry color. DNY 16 is, nope, sorry, can't do that one. That one is, hold on, let me go to something else. Thought I had one more left, but that one is actually a short one. We must have actually used that one for something. So that's what I've got in the silk. That's all the silk that I've got for tonight. Whoa. Okay, we sold 13 and 14. Thank you so much. 13 and 14 are sold. 16. I have this strand of beautiful labradorite in these rough chunks. Rough chunk labradorite. Marian says, for people who like pinks, those 3 would make a nice braid for sure, right? This is such cool labradorite. I love, there's some beautiful flash in here, but I just love how these are these chunky, organic kind of stones. Andrew says, ooh, I love those. Aren't they cool? Andrew says, they are so nice. Yeah, they're giving off some nice flash. They almost look like they're going to crumble apart, but they're like actual like crystal formations. It's so cool. We've only got one strand of this. And that's DNY 16. It was $32. I'm dropping it down to 28 for y'all. We just sold 15. Thank you so much. Andrew says, I love rough stones. They have such a natural vibe. Me too. Me too. Okay, it's giveaway time. Let's see. Let's see. What should I do? What should I do? What do I got? What do I got for y'all? How about these? I think they're, I don't know quite what they are. I think they're a dyed shell because they've got, yeah, they've got some of that flash to them, that little shell essence. So this is a giveaway. Let's see what, Marion says those would make interesting earrings. Yeah, they would, right? Like someone picked them off the ground and drilled a hole. I know, it's so cool. And they've got such nice flash to them. We don't see labradorite like that. Usually it's super polished, or at least polished some. This is like polished not at all. It's so cool. Okay, for the giveaway question. Ba, 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 ba. Um, oh, I'm freezing up here. Andrew, you got any questions? um, okay, Andrew says, I like that this labradorite is lighter in color and they let the light in. Some labradorite is so dark and I like that too, but I like this glowy look. Yeah, this is really nice. They're really light pieces, but they've got some incredible flash on them. Like that one, I just picked up the flashes on the edge. It's so cool. There's some flash in that too. Look at that. Like you never know where you're going to hit the flash on those. TNY 16, $28. Okay. Marianne says blue giraffe. I know they kind of do look like blue giraffe. Right. There. Andrew says, what am I teaching at Peters Valley? There's a good question. What is Andrew teaching at Peters Valley? And you win this. blue giraffe. And you get these little pearlescent beads in between. They're nice too. Vintage plastic. Michelle says enamel. And Kimberly says slide decals on enamel. And that is the correct answer. Slide decals on enamel. Kimberly, you got it. Somebody's reading the emails, keeping up on the website, on the blog, something, right? Okay, that was the first giveaway. Let's do the next giveaway. Are these? How about these? Beautiful little rounds, donuts, Millefiori, little donut beads. And for this, give me another question, Andrew. Give me another question. Help me out. I am out of questions. I've asked so many questions over the last 4 or 5 giveaway shows we've done. Okay, he's taking a while. Maybe he's not. What? I don't know if he's still there. Oh, Andrew says, I posted today about a new book I got. What metalsmith is it about? What metalsmith is it about? On Andrew's new book that he got today, or he posted about it today. It's also on his new Instagram. Did you know Andrew had a new Instagram called Craft Book Obsession? He posted so many books. He just posted about the one today. This is about the one today, Michelle. Andrew said there's also a delay on Facebook. Yeah, some people have a delay on Facebook. Some people seem to have a delay on YouTube. Because I mentioned there was a delay on Facebook yesterday, and somebody said that they had a delay on YouTube. Tim McCrate says Kimberly, first one. Norma tried to get it too. Diane tried to get it too. Susan tried to get it too. Kimberly was the first one. I wish I had more of these. I'd give you more, but I've only got the 2 of those. So that goes to Kimberly. Da, da, da. I see that wasn't too much effort. You wanted those beads. Wanted those beads, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. DNY 17. Did we do 17? No, we didn't do 17 yet. DNY 17. These are really cool. Vintage check in a frosted kind of look. $14 a strand. 2 strands available. Mary says it was too much without success as well. Andrew says Cloud Dancer, right? Cloud Dancer, everybody. Got those white beads out. And we have, these are about 18 millimeters by 18 millimeters. DNY 17. They're slightly opalescent too. When you get them, it's just that the matte finish pulls it away, but you can see the kind of opaly color through them. They're really pretty. Andrew just said they're opalescent. Yep, they are. Opalite color. Get some onyx and be your best Taylor self, right? Let's see. These are also 14. DNY 18. Only got one strand of these. Aren't they cool? I love this shape. It's so much fun. It's great for earrings. I think it's great for bracelets too. I think this is a really fun shape for bracelets. Michelle says, William, did you ever see the video I sent you? I did not. Where did you send it? I did not see you sending me a video. Where and when? These are beautiful. Andrew says, we are thinking of doing designer profiles with people who have used our beads, particular AG Fine Pewter. Are you or anyone know potentially interested? Michelle says, on my, you tagged me? Oh yeah. If you tagged me on your page, it's very possible it never showed me. That I get people tagging me a lot. And for some reason, it may show, like, I don't know when you did it, but it may show me it like, in about 3 weeks that somebody tagged me. It says I will send it on yours. Yeah, or just send me a link via email. Do a copy link and send it via email. So these are, let me see here. These are about 16.5 millimeter beads. And I've only got the one strand of those available. Just the one. Andrew says you'd need to answer a few questions and provide a picture of a piece you made and a headshot or equivalent. So if you want to be a designer, people who've used our beads, AG Fine Pewter especially, let us know. Andrew says, I know some folks don't like to show their face. I have 3 strands of this. This is so pretty. It's only $12 a strand. 3 strands of these. DNY 19. Let me move these down a little bit. No one's gotten any 9, 10, or 16, or 17, or 18. Everybody tired of check glass? Is that why? Am I tired of it? This is really pretty. These are lovely chatoyant or shampoo-like beads in this gray green or gray brown, brownish green color. But they're a really cool shape. It's kind of like twisted large pinch bead. And we have 3 of those available, $12 each. DNY 19. Andrew said we'll send out an official call for entries soon. Nice way to get a little bit of publicity for everybody, right? Get some publicity for you, get some publicity for us. Okay, DNY 20. 3 strands of these available. These beautiful blue and black. Andrew says, we'll add it to our blog and our social media, so we'll share your work out to over 12,000 people. Potentially, yes, right? And go out over, probably do an email blast about it, put it on our blog. These are blue and black. Beautiful table cut design. These coins are about 16 millimeters. Andrew says, you also don't have to be a quote unquote professional designer. Just have to make stuff with our stuff, right? Andrew says, you can do it just as a hobby, so not just people who do it full time. Kimberly says, I better get to digging in my premium stash. Okay, I'm putting these away. No one has grabbed any of these. DNY 9, 1 strand, or 3 strands available. DNY 10, I'm going to put these away. These are still available. $9 a strand, 3 still available. Let's see, 16. That's the labradorite. 1 strand of those still available. DNY 16. And we're going to move these down. And it's giveaway time. Okay. Oops. This here. Okay. We have this glass pendant. Beautiful glass pendant. This is our giveaway, first giveaway. This group. And I talked about one of my favorite YA young childhood books the other day. Who is the author? Who is the author? It was also featured quite a lot on Stranger Things. Who is the author? Kimberly says, I have a horde of AG Fine Pewter. If you want to do it, get in touch with us. Let us know, Kimberly. If you're interested in it. Norma got it with Madeline Lengel. Did you make me some tea?
I can't take it.
I know. I'm like,
I was like, use the mute button.
Didn't realize I was doing it that much.
Here's some ginger peach tea with some honey from my friend Barbara McFadden. She has a place called Iron Feather Apiary in
Nice.
North Carolina and Chapel Hill. So it's got the good jujubes,
Good jujubes.
and then your daughter Gertie is concerned about your life.
Oh, she had to come in too.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
So I don't know if I can rustle her up.
Gertie, what are you doing? Hiding under the chair so you don't have to leave.
Kissing on stuff.
What are you doing, Gertie? Where'd you go?
Just hiding.
There she is. All right, next giveaway on this.
Do any of y'all want them stone pendants? That might be nice to break it up if they're tired of the check.
Yeah, they might be tired of the check glass.
Y'all want more check? This ceramic.
These are ceramic. You get two. You get a pair of these.
Look how nice that bronzy glow
I
is.
know.
It'd be good for a bracelet.
Be nice with those.
Yeah, look at that.
About that.
Like you planned it.
Okay, come up with I didn't either. How about that? Okay, Andrew, give us a question. Marion says tea and no sympathy.
Well,
the tea is the sympathy, right?
right. Because I could have give you nothing.
Nothing.
Ding.
No, he made the tea, brought it up to me. That's good. That's good.
Right. I came with a cat
With a cat accompaniment, right?
to check on you,
I
make sure
know.
you're not sickly. All right. So we had a really big 2025. Name one of the craft schools I went to.
Oh,
I posted this yesterday also. I went to 7 different craft schools.
ooh, that's sweet. I like it.
It's supposed to soothe your throat.
Yeah. Hi, Gertie. She giving me kisses too.
So there you go.
Marion says it is awesome to be that he brought you tea and Gertie. Right now.
No, Gertie needs to go. She says what?
She says, how dare you? Marianne says Picosin.
Correct.
Oh, look at this girl. Oh, she's loving on me so good. Okay, Marianne was the first to get that. Let's find your bag. These giveaway bags are getting heavy.
Do you know what I took at Picosa?
I don't even remember where you took at Picosin. What did you take at Picosin?
I took Waxing Poetic with Stacy Lane Klein. And we worked with soft wax and did casting. And my friend Susan Ellens was the TA, and she made us pawpaw ice cream from pawpaws on her farm.
Ooh, that's delicious, I bet.
And then I wanted to get a pawpaw tree, and then I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, give me some of those pendants over there, maybe. People are maybe tired of this check glass stuff.
Y'all hate it?
Y'all hate it now. Did you miss Andrew?
They're like, go back home. Sleepy time. Okay, here you go. Oh, I have expressive way about me, I think.
You do. You have a very expressive way about you.
Don't I, Gertie?
All right. How about
that's
this?
pretty.
This is a pretty one. Let's do that.
Are people watching?
I don't know. It says 14 people watching. It's been quiet.
For the new year. Did y'all have a New Year resolution? Oh, save that for a question.
Look at this. Beautiful pendant, stone pendant. $6.
A lot of movement.
A lot of goodness in that one. It's about 27 millimeters by 57.
What do you think about this, William?
She's just hanging out up there.
She can do this in the winter.
She's hanging out on his shoulder and arm like she's just luxuriating up there while you're slightly hunched over.
This is not for the summertime.
Not for this. No,
because she
don't
got
have-
little rock climber toes.
She has
And it's-
very, very sharp nails.
They're not necessarily sharp; they're just pokey. So it's like, because I trim their nails. Where's that money come from?
Wait, what? Oh, I found that in the drawer too.
In which drawer?
Right there. The $2 bill.
Is that from your grandpa?
Could be. I don't know. It was in with all the pictures I have in there, which I didn't even know I had in there.
So I manifested some money for you. Where's my treat? They got treats yesterday. So many treats I couldn't eat them all.
I know they actually left the sardines on the plates. They had so many treats for New Year's. This is DNY 22. And this one is about 42 millimeters. She does love sardines, and she left sardines on the plate. I couldn't believe it. I'm going to put 17 away.
Interlude for a second.
Sure. What do we got an interlude for?
This is William and his first computer.
Oh yeah, there. I kept saying I wanted a computer for Christmas. Here, let me. It's a little dusty. Wanted a computer for Christmas, and this is the computer.
And
I
he
got-
told that story about how on Christmas they'd be running around so frantic.
Yeah.
They get
I
burned.
had my shirt off because I was so hot running around the house.
Well, your grandma, she kept the heat high.
My grandfather mostly. Yeah, the wood burner would go downstairs and the fireplace would be lit upstairs. If both of them were on,
I saw visions.
it was
like
hot.
Is blackout, y'all.
So that was my first computer. That computer did like little math games and stuff. I could never figure it out because it was division. And I didn't even know how to do division yet.
You're probably too young.
Yeah, I did. I was. There's some of that. What else do we have here?
This one.
Whoop.
What?
This is me drinking out of the spring. There was a spring on my grandparents' property
The cup's still there.
down below their house, and that metal cup used to hang on this side. I think it still does, unless my brother moved it.
Cup.
It used to hang. There was a nail or something here or on the side, and you'd scoop out water from the spring and you drink out of the cup. And that's me as a young youth.
When we visited for the first time in August of, when was it?
2009,
when did we get together?
2007, near
2
Thanksgiving.
years after that.
Yeah, 2009. It's just before we moved here. This is me helping my grandmother make pies. There's my pie pan. I have a tiny little ruler. Actually, we were making cookies. So there's cookie press.
And who knew you're blonde headed?
Flour. Yeah, I was very blonde.
In this picture.
I don't know. Do any of these have the date on the back? I don't know how old I was.
So were you talking?
Yeah. Yes, because I talked after 2.
Because
or was it 3?
Supposed to be you didn't talk for in the beginning.
I didn't talk till I was 2. Was it 2 or 3? But I was talking here. That's older than that.
I don't know how old kids are.
I don't know, but I was very blonde growing up. My brother and I were both. He was more
and he had a
blonde.
mullet.
I did have a mullet for a while. No, this isn't me.
I was like, who's this child?
Yeah, this is my cousin Jimmy.
Yeah, and you see them. You say you pretend all the babies look the same. Well, not really.
No, that doesn't look like me. That doesn't look like me.
Sorry, homely baby.
I used to be a platinum blonde until puberty hit, said Marianne. Huh.
Isn't that funny how that happened?
Yeah, it is. How'd you like that interlude, y'all?
Y'all aren't gonna get the baby pictures with me. Maybe. I just don't know where they would be.
Yeah.
Hang out here.
I don't know what people want. What do you all want?
They don't want them stones.
They don't want them stones either.
Throw it in the trash.
Let me see here. Let's make some room. Move this over.
You want some banana? Hey, how about y'all tell us what you want? How about
Pixar
that?
Fun says that. I always ask. Nobody answers me.
Why?
I don't know. They don't want to design their destiny.
Wow.
This is DNY 23. If this isn't pretty, if this doesn't get somebody,
That's
I don't.
opalescent.
I know. I don't know what to do if this doesn't grab somebody's
You know,
attention for
we
$11.
take a lot of opalescent
Mm-hmm.
because I have a soft weakness for it.
Yeah, you do.
Because you know what? Where that came from? Well, many places, but they had them African moon beads, and I coveted them deeply.
Yes.
The deep and abiding passion. And those ones, if you buy it by the strand, is several hundred, if not thousands of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like slowly get them one at a time.
Let's see. Michelle says, I was born a redhead, then changed to golden, then dirty blonde. Then I kept changing it because it kept getting darker. And my eyes changed multiple colors. That's wild.
Y'all chameleons.
I used to have hazel eyes, and they've gone mostly green now. But that's not a big
My eyes
change.
were blue when I was little,
Yeah.
like baby.
Yeah.
But I saw pictures and they don't look blue.
They don't look blue.
But it is around the edges, and that's because probably my dad.
Yeah, I had more brown in my eyes for a long time, and then they went more mostly green.
When we met, his eyes were like yellow, like a cat.
Yeah, I wonder why they.
And I was intrigued. I was like, he's like a cat.
It's like a cat.
Real white with the yellow eyes. Like a cat.
No, these are nice too. Let's see if anybody wants these.
All right, I'll go since y'all don't want to talk.
Up. Up. DNY 24. Are these large nuggety beads? $18 for the strand. Only 2 strands available. Beautiful. All right, so let's put some of these away. I have, where's my bag for this one? Where's my bag for this one? Ooh. DNY 18. DNY 19. Oh, we sold 23. Thank you so much. And DNY 20 as well. Still available. And I'll move these down. And I'll take 23 away. That's a good price on that one. Marianne says the perceived color is highly dependent on what colors you wear. Yes, that's true too. But I did definitely have more brown, and I wonder if my vitiligo had anything to do with my eyes lightening from hazel to more pure green. Because when I was younger, my eyes definitely had more brown in them, more hazily color. Marianne says, all my current cats have blue eyes. Nice. Oh, it's giveaway time. It's giveaway time, y'all. Let's see, what should I give away today? How about this? This large shell. This is a cab of some sort. It's not flat backed, but there's no hole drilled. But you could do a glue-on bell or seed bead around it, do lots of things. And we'll do that as a giveaway today. And let's see here. Now I forget what Andrew was going to ask. Oh my. Let's say what is the pretty magical cream that we got in Italy that we keep talking about using? What's it made out of? How about that? Andrew said there's a little Asian girl who wears contacts to lighten her eyes. There's a little Asian girl who wears contacts to lighten her eyes who is jealous of you right now. Who's that? What? Let's see. Marianne got it with arnica. Marianne, that's yours. And let's see, what else am I gonna do for I give away? I don't know if I want to do any of those. And how about this as a giveaway? Dyed stone. There is a broken one or two on here somewhere I saw. There's one right there. So I'll do as a giveaway. And yeah, how about that? As Andrew asked, what is your New Year's resolution? What is your New Year's resolution? Kimberly said kindness. So Kimberly gets that one. And the first, we have other people. Let's see. Diane made no resolution. Michelle has healing. Susan says to use my bead stash. Right. Well, I just had this. Marianne doesn't make resolutions. All right. DNY 25. Do. DNY 25 is this vintage check glass cat button, metal shank from 2000. It's so weird to think that 2000 is now, what, 26 years ago. wild. They've, they've even got little crystal eyes. Look at that. Cat button, one of them available, DNY 25. DNY 26. These are $4 a strand. 4 strands available. They're these beautiful stars, table cut stars. And table cut, I'm very surprised they're only $4 a strand. Andrew says, I think resolutions are good if they're helpful for you, but if they set yourself up for failure or make you feel not good enough or like you're not successful, then throw it down the mountain. Andrew says, I do like to make goals for myself. So these are these little stars, nice long strands, 12, almost about 12.5 millimeter beads. That's one strand, to show you one strand. And 4 strands available, DNY 26. DNY 27. Are these orange stars. Same as the others, just in this different color. 5 strands available, $4 a strand. Andrew says, I also think there's something special about having a lot of people all at once wanting something. There's an energy that builds when you have a lot of people focused on it. That is true. He says, I have a vision board of the things I want to do and the places I want to visit. It's that manifesting things together thing, right? Marion says, I make plans as needed. Andrew said, I used to think resolutions were no good, but I would make these impossible demands of myself, and that's not healthy. Yeah, I have to watch about doing that. I can set myself up real good for a not a good time. So I don't make a lot of resolutions, but I do try to have words of the year. Andrew said, there's also a power in naming things. Yeah, there is. Yes, there is. I just had something. And what did I just do with it now? Okay, where'd you go? Yeah, now what happened? DMY 28, $5 a strand. There are multiple strands of these available, and these are all strands of random beads, random kinds of check glass. It's a nice way to get a variety of beads. Look at those little snails, those are cute. Some leaves, some stars. You never know what you're going to get on the strand. They're nice random strands. Here's another few random strands. So those are $5 each, and multiples are available. Oh, we sold some 26s. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. That helps a lot. Marianne says, I'm trusting it'll all work out. You just trust it all works out. That's nice to be able to do that. That's good. Okay, I'm going to do the last two, and then we'll do a little bunch of giveaways at the end to make up for the ones in between. We just sold one of the 27s as well. Thank you. Marianne says, the stars are trying to tempt me. Temptation. Just sold a few of the 28s. Thank you. DNY 29. These are $20 a strand. Beautiful purple, blue, pink, and black nuggets in check glass, vintage check. And these are 18 millimeters, DNY 29. And these 30 are one of my all-time favorite strands. I think they're so cool. But it looks like we only sold one of them last time. So either people didn't see them or people don't like them as much as I do, which is very possible. Either way, I'm going to show them to you again. Andrew says, I love these. I think I squealed with delight when I saw them. I know, they're so fun. They're so fun. And then these kind of gray blue chatoyant beauties. These are $9 a strand. And I love these little kind of faceted bicones. But I love these kind of gray, like look at my shirt. It's kind of these gray, blue, slatey kind of colors. And that's DNY 30, the last lot for tonight. $9 a strand, 2 strands available. Green says gray blue. Yeah. See the blue? There's the blue. There's the gray. There's almost like a peach moonstone color in there too. You see that? It's like gray moonstone, peach moonstone with a little bit of blue in there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, now we got to do some giveaways, and then that's the end of the night. I'm going to go eat something, y'all. I'm going to eat some leftovers is what I'm going to do. Let's see what I got in here. Let me get this bag open. And says, I see it now, it comes across as mushroom to me. Yeah, it could be a mushroom. It could be, totally. Mushroom got all those weird colors that pop up. Why won't you let go? There we go. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. So I've got 2 strands of this, I think. Is this 2 strands or is it just 1? Nope, it's just 1. It's meant to be 2, I think, but it's on 1 string, so it's for 1. I'm not tying it up. Andrew said, did you show your earrings? Good, and show the calendar. Yes, I've showed my earrings many, many times, but I'll show them again at the end. Oh, thank you. Some people grabbed a few other. We sold a 29 and a 30 and a few more 28s. Thank you so much. These are these little hollow metal beads. You get the whole strand of them. Andrew asked this earlier, what is your favorite AG fine pewter bead? What's your favorite AG fine pewter bead? Let us know in the comments. First person to comment wins. Kimberly likes the ammonite bead. It's a good one. That is a good one. Marianne says the hedgehog. Fun beads, right? Norma says the Celtic looking one. Yeah, we have the Celtic knot. I think we have a few Celtic looking ones. Let's see. Let's do. I want to cut this now. I gotta tear this out. How about this? We normally sell these, but how about this? This is a group of 3 of these little glass beads, glass pendants. I guess more pendants than a bead, right? And Kimberly says, I like that bar finding that Danielle featured. Yeah, isn't that awesome? A lot of people have liked those. We're selling out on a lot of those. Let's see here. For this one, tell me something fun that you did in 2025. How about something you're proud of that you did in 2025? Tell me something you're proud of that you did in 2025. And you first person wins this. And Marianne's first says lost weight. Norma came in quick with taking Andrew's class. Andrew said going to Italy. Nice. Lots of good answers. Marianne was quickest on that. Got in your bag. And we'll do one more giveaway. How about that? Let's see what I've got here for y'all. Let's see here. Michelle says made many sales. That's awesome. Let's see. I'm gonna do these, but I don't think that's. Let's do something a little bit better. Pick something a little better. Okay. How about this? This is a nice stone pendant. Beautiful stone pendant. Last giveaway of the night, and probably the last of our giveaway shows for a while. I mean, we still do giveaways every once in a while, but as far as the big giveaway nights, this will probably be the last. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. What's a good question for the end? What's a good question for the end? Andrew, help me out. Andrew says, we enjoyed having you in class, Norma. Yes, we did. Yeah, so far, AGB fam, we had Norma and we had Sandra in class. It's nice to have you both. Andrew says, looks like Chrysicola. I know it does, right? That's a nice giveaway. Nice giveaway. I'm drawing a blank. My brain is fried. Let's see if Andrew has a question for y'all. Okay, how about this? What is a new technique that you want to learn in 2026? What is a new technique that you want to learn in 2026? Michelle says, many people are wearing AG beads. Good. We love that. And Susan jumped in there real quick with enameling. Enameling. So that is yours, Susan. Good job. Let me find your bag. Where is your bag? It's here somewhere. It's the other Susan. Yes. Oh, Andrew's asking too, what's the Chinese zodiac for 2026? I think I know that. I think I read somewhere what that is. I don't know much about that sign, though. I don't know much about that sign. I am a monkey. It is not a monkey. But yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for spending time with us. Thank you to all those who were able to grab some things tonight. We appreciate it. That keeps us afloat. The first of the month, that's always a big bill time for us. So we always appreciate the sales. And we hope you all have a great, great evening. And we will be back here tomorrow after I go to the store. As long as the weather's okay, I'll be at the store tomorrow. And then after I get back from the store, we'll do the live again. All right. Thank you all for hanging out. Have an amazing, amazing evening. Kimberly says horse. It is going to be the year of the horse. I got to look into that and see what that's all about. Thank you all. I'm going to go get some dinner now. Have a great one, everyone. Bye, everybody.